Hello, my lovely people here. I'm Diana, and I will tell you my story. Now, you'll have to excuse me for using fake names because I might get identified. I don't want that happening for several reasons, so I will write my apologies here beforehand. My story does have some sweet revenge that I got against my now ex-husband, Liam. Liam and I had been married for 8 years and dated for 2 more years. We were in love, or so I thought. Those 2 years I spent with him were magical. My parents were deceased and I only had my sister as family. So having him as a family made me very happy. Liam was also orphaned but didn't have siblings. We met in college and everything was going perfectly. That was until he told me his plan for the future. He said, "Diana, you know that I recently completed my graduation. I know I'm working a decent job, but I'm not satisfied with it. I actually want to open a startup. It has all..." "Oh, that's a great idea, Liam. If this is your dream, go for it. You deserve it, and I believe in you." "I want to open this business, but I don't have money. I've been depressed about it lately. I even brought a ring for you, but didn't have the courage to pop the question. All this is taking a toll on me." "Seriously? I would love to marry you, Liam. I know that you will need money. I'll help you. I have some savings that I can spare. I'll drop out of college and take another job to support us. I can always come back and finish the degree later." "You would do that for me? That would be the best solution to my problem. God, I love you so much, Diana. You have no idea how relieved I am right now. I almost thought that my dream wouldn't happen." Liam seemed happy with this idea. My sister Sue and her husband weren't so thrilled, but supported me anyway. They saw how happy I was. I stupidly went with my decision and married Liam. Then, for 8 years, I shouldered the entire household and business expenses while he built his company. I loved my husband and wanted him to pursue his dream. I didn't even have a stake in the company. My husband registered the company in only his name because we were family, and this was a way to avoid taxes. I was stupid, and it was love. I didn't bat an eye at that. I thought that we would be together forever. Boy, I was wrong. The disaster happened when Liam's company was picking up pace. He had landed several big clients in a short while and was finally starting to make profits. He was super happy and I was proud of his achievements. I had recently discarded one of my 2 jobs because Liam started to contribute to the house. Everything was finally going as we had planned, or so I had imagined. I really thought that we were living the dream, but it was actually the start of a nightmare. One evening, Liam came back from work late. He looked grim and almost stoic. I immediately knew that something was horribly wrong. He walked up to me and said, "We need to talk, Diana." "What's the matter, Liam? Are you sick? You don't look very well. You're scaring me. Tell me, what is wrong?" "You need to pay attention and listen to what I will say. It's important." "I'm all ears, Liam. Just tell me what's bothering you." "I am filing for a divorce." I felt like I was hearing wrong. It didn't seem real to me. I was stunned and didn't know what to make of what my husband just said. To be honest, I think I was too shocked to even believe what I had just heard. I said, "I don't think I heard you right, Liam. Did you just say that you have filed for divorce?" "You have heard me right, Diana. I'm going to divorce you, and there's nothing you can do to stop me." What are you talking about, Liam? What did I ever do? Why this sudden decision?" "Do you want me to be honest with you, Diana?" I knew that hearing the truth would destroy me. By his stoic face, I could tell that Liam had lost all love for me. Still, I wanted to know why he was doing this. I wanted to know why my marriage of 8 years was crumbling even after I gave it everything. I somehow held my tears and said, "Yes, I want to hear it. I want to know what happened so bad that you want to dissolve 8 years of marriage." "Well, I'll get straight to the point then. I don't think you're right for me anymore. I need a better wife than you now." "Wait, what? You want someone better than me now? What does that even mean?"
"Look, you are a college dropout with a barely above minimum wage job. You aren't even pretty to be called a trophy wife. Sure, we look good when I was a store employee, but now, when I'm a businessman, we simply don't match. You spoil my look and don't suit my new status."
I felt like Liam had slapped me physically. The pain of knowing that your partner doesn't love you anymore is probably the most painful thing ever. But to have him insult your looks, your education, and your life like that is just... it is beyond words. I just looked at him, shocked, with tears streaming down my eyes. When I couldn't take it anymore, I simply held my head in my hands and started to cry out. How could the man I loved so much turn into a horrible man like that? I had no freaking idea. I did notice Liam withdraw from me for the past few weeks, but I chalked it up to him being stressed at work. It was partly true. He did work on some serious clients during that time. But I didn't know that he was also working on how he could get rid of me. The decision had been made. He reminded me that I couldn't change his mind. Even when I was crying, he looked irritated and said,
"Don't think that your tears will sway me, Diana. It won't work. My decision is final. I have been silently watching my new colleagues show off their rich and beautiful wives. I have been approached by numerous women who wanted to be with me. I couldn't do anything because I'm married. I know that if I divorce you, I will get a way better woman. We don't have kids yet, so we should get divorced now. So, this is why you've been avoiding conversations about having a baby. I am such a fool. I just thought that you were stressed. I'm such an idiot. It's a good thing that I realized early what a disaster having kids with you would be. I wouldn't be rid of you ever. Now, I can't just pretend to have made a mistake that I rectified soon enough. People will forget you ever existed."
Is getting a rich and beautiful wife so important to you, Liam? Has my love and support meant nothing to you? I helped you build this business. Your success is not just your own.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me remind you, Diana, my success is my own. We had already agreed that my business would stay mine. You have no part in that. You will get nothing in the divorce.
Guys, at this point, I was just mad. I looked at Liam like I didn't even recognize the man anymore. He completely erased my contribution to his business for 8 years. All the money I gave him and the bills I paid, it was all gone in the air. He was claiming that the company was all his own making, and I shouldn't expect anything from it. I was furious. I said, "What the heck do you mean, Liam? I have given you money for the company for over 8 years. I have an equal stake in your business and should be getting half of it in the divorce."
"Oh, no, no, no. I won't be giving you anything. I will hire the best lawyers with my new money and screw you in court. Since you are only a college dropout with little money, you won't even be able to afford a good lawyer. You won't be able to do a thing."
"How dare you insult me like that? I dropped out of college to fund your startup. I dropped out not because I failed classes, but to support your dream. I freaking worked 2 jobs to fund your damn business. You did your job as a girlfriend and wife. Now, since I have more money than you could ever imagine, you don't need to do those things for me. I will divorce you and bring home a wife who will suit my status better. You can go have a tantrum because this is the only thing you can do right now. The divorce papers will be delivered in a week. Be ready. I sat there, shocked, taking in Liam's words. The way he callously discarded me and my contribution was sad, but also very infuriating. I never imagined my life or my marriage would turn out like this. I just couldn't believe it. But it was true. My husband just insulted me and was leaving me for good. What little hope I had of this being a dream was destroyed when I got the divorce papers in hand. His lawyer served me when I was at work. All my colleagues saw this and were furious to know what was going on. My boss let me go home early, and I took the offer. I went home and bawled my eyes out while my husband was God knows where. But as I thought things through, my sadness gave way to other feelings. I was freaking angry. I immediately took my phone and called my sister. She heard my voice and said, "Oh my God, Diana, is something wrong? You don't sound right to me. What's going on?" "Sue, Liam is leaving me. He had his lawyer serve me divorce papers today. He had told me about it a few days ago, but I didn't believe it until now." "What the hell, Diana? Why is Liam divorcing you? What is happening? This is so out of the blue." I tearfully told Sue everything that happened between me and Liam. After a while, her husband, my brother-in-law, Siler, also joined in and was briefed. They heard my tale and were furious on my behalf. They immediately came home and started to comfort me. After a while, when I had calmed down, I said, "I can't take this betrayal, Sue. I need to do something. I'm not going to deal with Liam's nonsense. He thinks he can betray me and get away with it. I poured my money into that company too." "Absolutely, Diana. We won't let him get away with this. I'm glad you're thinking of doing something instead of being a heartbroken doormat." "Oh, he thinks I can't do anything because I'm a college dropout. He wants someone rich and beautiful in his arms, not a loser like me." That is one of the most horrible things I have heard a man say to his wife. This is insane. I wonder what his clients would think if they heard this. They're pretty old-fashioned people and don't like people acting this way. "Do you know his client, Siler?" "Liam never told me that." "Yes, I do know Liam's clients. Some of them gave him business because I vouched for him. Now I see that it was a mistake. What a waste." It was then that a plan started to form in my mind. Liam thought that he had it all to push me out of the company. He thought that hiring a good lawyer would make sure he wouldn't have to give me a share of his business. Well, where will he find the money to hire a lawyer if his clients pull out? Immediately, I knew what to do. I said, "Siler, can you contact those clients directly? I would like to talk to them." "Sure, I can do that, Diana. What are you planning?" "I'm going to inform them of what's happening. You said that they're old-fashioned people. I hope they won't take this lightly and do something. I would convince them to withdraw their support." "Oh my God, that is a brilliant idea. Liam doesn't deserve the success he claims to be his. People need to know what shit he's pulling with his family. Who knows what shit he would pull with them, right?" "Exactly, Sue. That's what I would like to tell them. I need to contact them immediately. Siler, can you help me?" Siler and Sue both agreed to help me out. Like I said, they were furious on my behalf. I knew that through them I could go to all of Liam's clients. If there was someone Siler didn't know, I would easily get their contact through the other clients. As soon as the plan was finalized, we got to work. We spoke to all the clients within record time. Let me just tell you, Zyla wasn't kidding when he said that the clients were old-fashioned. They were indeed furious to know what Liam said and did to me. They didn't want to do any kind of business with someone who didn't have proper morals and ethics. So they did what I hoped they would do. They decided to pull their contacts. When Liam arrived home from work, Zyla and Sue had already left. It wasn't that late and barely evening. Liam looked a little distressed. I immediately spoke to him and said that I had signed the divorce papers and was prepared for divorce. But I won't make it easy for him. He kind of smirked at me and said that something along the lines of, "We will see about that." Then he promptly went to freshen up. It was after an hour that he came down frantically looking for me. I was on the couch casually sipping my coffee. I knew that this conversation would happen, so I wasn't surprised. "What the hell is going on? What did you do, Diana?"
"What are you talking about, Liam? You need to explain because I'm not a mind reader."
"Don't play innocent, Diana. I went to withdraw money and it didn't go through. I gave the bank a call and they said that my deposits had been reversed. On my client's request, I asked my clients and they went off on me about how I wronged you, so they didn't want any business with me. Did you do this?"
"Ah, that one. Yes and no." I could tell that my answer pissed him off. I was enjoying his reaction. I realized long back that this horrible man didn't love me anymore. He simply used me and was done when he thought he didn't need me financially anymore. He didn't deserve any kind of love or care from me. All of it was gone. He didn't deserve my mercy or love. Liam looked furious and shouted, "What the hell, Diana? Be clear. You're getting on my nerves." "There is no need to shout, Liam. Let me explain it to you. No, I didn't tell your clients to terminate their contracts. Yes, I did talk to them about your behavior and how you might be an untrustworthy man."
"What the hell, Diana? You have no right to go behind my back and—"
"And what, Liam? Tell everyone the truth? They would have known it some day. I simply told them sooner so that they could make their decisions faster and not regret it later."
"You did this on purpose. You sabotaged my business. You had no right. You had no right."
"I have every right, Liam. You thought that you could screw me over by not giving me the business. You used me for money and thought you could easily cast me aside without facing the consequences. Well, guess what, Liam? This college dropout can and will destroy your business if you don't cooperate with me. I have only just started. With Zyla and Sue's help, I will make sure you can't have any business in this city." Now, Liam looked at me like he didn't recognize me. He realized that my jab was inspired by his own words. He didn't expect me to do something to make my situation better. In none of his dreams or nightmares did he ever imagine it happening so fast either. I wanted to laugh at his expression. He knew that my words couldn't be discarded. I had warned Liam before and did what I said. I was going to make him pay for what he did. Liam said, "You can't do that to me, Diana. You are being ridiculous. You know how I made this business from scratch. And you used my monetary and emotional support for your business. I wouldn't have done this if you weren't so cruel to me. Now, you can't change that."
"Look, we can talk about this, Diana. This business is my dream. It is my baby. Please don't do this. We can try and fix this marriage if you want." I started to laugh like a maniac when he talked about trying to fix our marriage. He was a freaking idiot if he thought that I would listen to that bullshit. There was no way I would ever give him a chance knowing that he would take off whenever his business got better. I wasn't going to forget the way he insulted me either, and I knew that I had him backed into a corner. That's why he wanted me back. I said, "This is the funniest thing I have ever heard in my life, Liam. You think I will take you back after what you have done? You are just hilarious.
Don't be like that, Diana. I'm serious. Let's try and fix this marriage. We used to love each other. We can make it work.
No, 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 Liam. I loved you a lot, but you didn't love me at all. I was the only one in love. You only used me as a cash cow. So, no, there is no fixing this marriage. I am done with you, and it's time for you to be done with your business too. At this point, Liam realized how deep in shit he was. He was backed into a tight corner and didn't have many options left. So, he did what he had never done before. He started to cry and beg me for forgiveness. It felt good to have him in my place. I suffered for a while before I let the anger consume me. Now, it was time for Liam to suffer and feel what I felt. Although I doubt he would ever feel the level of pain and betrayal I felt, I let him cry and beg for mercy. He said, "Please, Diana, try to understand my position. I'm willing to try again. We can go back to being perfect as we were." "We were never perfect. You were just pretending. It was all a huge scam to get money. There is no way I am taking you back." Okay, if you want, we'll get a divorce. But please don't let your hatred for me affect the business. I worked hard to get where I am. And yes, I agree, I needed your help for that. Please, Diana, tell me what to do to make this right. Well, I'm not taking you back. But there is one thing you can do that will stop me from ruining your business further. What is it, Diana? Tell me. I will do anything. It stung a bit to see that Liam truly did love his business more than me. He was so invested in this damn dream that he was willing to do anything to save it. I felt devalued, but I ignored it. There was no use crying over spilled milk. Instead, I was going to grab this opportunity to secure my future by getting what's rightfully mine. I said, "I will stop trying to sabotage your business if you split it with me. Technically, I should be entitled to half of the business in the divorce. That's what I want." "What? No, that's impossible. I won't hand over my business to absolutely anyone. I won't allow you to take control of it." "Well then, if you want control, you can buy out my share. That way, you won't have time to share the business with me." But I don't have that kind of money lying around. I can't buy you out." "That's sad. Looks like I will have to destroy the business after all. Sad ending for it, but what can we do?" Liam gulped and seemed to think things over for a while. Then he agreed to what I said. He had no other way, actually. He knew that with Sue and Zyla's help, I could easily destroy his chances of making his business successful. So he had no other option than to accept my conditions. It was more than enough for my revenge. Don't think that I just took Liam's word for it. I hired lawyers and made him sign papers stating that he would give me half of the company. We had a mutual divorce and only had to be separated for 6 months before it was finalized. Since the house was mine, Liam was forced to get a rented apartment. It wasn't much since he didn't have a lot of money anymore. People weren't much interested in doing business with him anymore after the divorce was finalized. I sold my share of the business to Zyla. With that money, I am now living a very good life. Zyla did manage to bring back business to the company and paid me a good amount for my share. Liam did make money, but it was now half less than what he would have originally made without a partner. From what Zyla told me, people were still reluctant to do business with Liam, and it was starting to affect the company again. Zyla was actually contemplating buying Liam's share as well to get full control of the company. Liam may have to sell most of his shares, otherwise his business won't be very successful. When that happens, I will be the happiest one.